There are three ways to lose ultimately in a big game.
I know where you're going to go with this. Are you talking about the losses you've personally suffered?
Yes. So
you're talking Jays Game 7, Leafs Game 7, and that Packer game.
Exactly. And they all played out in the three different variations of losing. And I'm curious how you guys would answer this. Maybe we can get a poll going.
I've got a. Do you want my list?
Yes. Let me flush it out though here first.
Go.
So the three brutal ways of losing. The first example is your team just doesn't show up. That's obviously the Leafs against the Panthers in Game 7.
That's disgusting.
That is so hard to handle when you're watching it and you're like, man, this is such a big game. You're so amped for it, and just immediately, they're not here. Like they're just going to get pumped, and that's what happened. The second option or second variation of losing is heartbreak. That would be the Blue Jays. It's a great game. It's a back and forth. Anyone can win. Lead changes. Just like a remarkable sporting event, and someone has to lose, and it happens to be your team. And the third variation of losing is choking. When you have it, it's over, and you throw it away. So those are the three options, and the three teams I follow the closest would be the Leafs, the Blue Jays, and the Packers. And it's happened to them all in different ways in the last 8 months. Blown out, team doesn't show up, heartbreak, choke job. Which one is the worst, in your opinion, to experience?
The Leafs one is almost the easiest to overcome because you can leave halfway through the second period and say, you know what, there was never really a chance tonight. You know what I mean? It was like you just mentioned it. It's like it's disappointing, but they weren't there. And they never really had a chance to win that game. So it was like mentally, that would almost be the easiest to deal with. I find the Jays would be the most difficult one.
Yeah. Because
I woke up like basically confused the next morning, asking myself, how in the hell did they not win that game?
Mm-hmm.
How did they not win the World Series with 2 cracks at it? And I was just confused / disappointed. I mean, the choke job to Green Bay, it's like you expected some kind of response from Chicago. Obviously, you want Green Bay to lock that down after the way they played. What was it, 21-3?
21-3, man. And it was 27-16.
Yeah. Like you pile on one more TD there, that's lights out.
Yeah.
Or get a stop. One stop.
Yeah.
So
you text me. I think you called me, and you're like, they literally stopped playing.
Yeah.
They stopped
the
playing.
biggest play of the game, the biggest drive of the game or possession of the game was the first possession of the second half. It stung that they missed that field goal to end the first half because then you leave with a loss in a way, if that makes sense. And Chicago leaves the field with a win. Instead of 24-3, it's 21-3. But the Packers get the ball to start the second half, and they go 3 and out in like 4 seconds. And it was pathetic, predictable play calling by LaFleur. And it gave Chicago an opportunity to say, okay, they're not going to come out and kill us. Right? Like the Packers are fine with just putting up 21 points and having a great first half. So that, like the most excruciating experience is probably the choke job because it takes longer. The heartbreak is so acute because with the Jays, you thought they were going to win so many times.
But can you throw one more thing into here? This is the only thing why I think it's the Jays at number 1. That's the World Series.
I know. It's Game 7 of the World Series
at home. It's Game 7 of the World Series in your own building.
I know.
See, with the Leafs, that's round 2 of the playoffs. And I get it. The Leafs that's uncharted territory. But with Green Bay, this is the first round of the,
right. They weren't winning a
yeah.
Super Bowl.
Right.
Without Parsons, they weren't going to win a Super Bowl.
I'm thinking probably just because of the weight of the game. I think it's Game 7 of the Blue Jays. Because we all thought, including myself, was like, they're going to win. They're going to win in that building. And it looked like in the 9th they were going to. Like that, or the 8th. What, it was the 8th or 9th?
Well, 7th, 8th, 9th inning. Like they had opportunities in the 10th, 11th inning. It was in the 9th, Kiner Falefa. They had all those opportunities. The Kiner Falefa was in the 10th. The Paez catch in the 9th off Ernie Clement.
The ball getting caught underneath. Like, there was just so many different things going on.
There were a million different things. Game 6.
I think the magnitude of what was at stake is probably doesn't Jays go one?
I would
Doesn't it feel
agree
like
with
that?
you, but again, it ultimately doesn't matter. It's just every sports fan can relate because there's the three ways of losing. Your team gets blown out, there's heartbreak, or they choke. With heartbreak, and like you said with the Blue Jays, there's no self-loathing. You don't hate anybody. You're like, wow, what an effort, what a game. Can't believe it. Someone had to win. With the choking, there's self-loathing. You're like, God, I hate this team. I really hate. Someone's got to go for that. Someone's got there's no way of promoting it as anything but negative. And the same thing with the way the Leafs went out, clearly.